Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm going to do a video here on a very hot topic I'm going to try to keep this video to 10 minutes because I see that most of you guys don't last to the end of my videos, and usually that's where I give the gold. Um, I'm just like that. I don't know why, but I tell a story backwards. It must be an Irish thing. And then I get to the good stuff at the end. But hang in there. So, hot topic that's going on. This is my previous group coaching group. And in this group are people that have gone through the basics. They're now on to the advanced trades, very, very advanced trades. And I've been using a couple of examples of some trades to express something that I think is really important when you become an advanced trader, and that is bias, beliefs, and adjustments. Adjustments being the key. So when you look here at 1107, I said plug is a very advanced overvalued short trade, and notice the time 1107, and then I posted I got short at 46.35. Well, let's just go take a look at the chart here and take a look. Where's 46.35? Was approximately right there. Okay, and that's where I took my first short. No, here's the gold here. You might say, oh my God, Steve, you were totally wrong on the direction. Yeah, but I made a bunch of money. So just hang in there. We're going to get to the adjustments part. Okay, so my thinking with the plug was that, okay, Biden is now elected. EV is going to be a big thing. And it looked to me like it's a very overvalued, what I call a sell the news event, right? All the hype happens and you get all the push, and then finally you get the actual confirmation of whatever it is that's making the asset move, and it's called a sell the news event. So my thinking was that plug, if we look at the daily chart, was going to, which gapped a lot higher, was going to actually close in a very red day. Okay, so that was my thinking. That was my thinking. Now, I didn't just jump in like a regular numpty. Okay, I know a lot of people would have just jumped right in on the first red candle. No, I let the market show me and tip its hand to me. Now, when we came back all the way up to this level, we just took out this liquidity level with a tad, got a rejection candle. That's where I took my first entry. Now, at this point, what my idea was that the market would probably do something like this. And what I was expecting was a total opposite of what actually happened. Do you see that? So this was my bias and my belief of what I thought I would see based upon my analysis of the context of the situation. Now, this is where we get to the gold. How did you make money today on it, Steve? Well, I'm going to show you. I was all time-stamped, and let's go to the timestamps. So, at 11:41, I said, plug has to die here or I cut it. It's a sell the news trade, buy the rumor, sell the news. I added a little bit more here. Notice the time, 11:41. My average cost was 46.61 on the trade. Okay? Now, a little bit later, I don't know if I can see the time on that one. I guess I can't see the specific time on that one. I moved my stop to break even. So let's see what happened as that trade. The trade I added here, the trade started to work in my favor. I moved the stop to break even. Now, this is where the adjustment parts come into trading, and this is what you have to become a master of, and which will help you really bring your trading to the next level, because as you can see, I was dead wrong on plug, but I still made money, and I'm going to show you exactly how I made money. Okay, so that being said, I got what I thought was going to happen, didn't I? Do you see that? Boom, 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 boom. Right? And if you'll notice here, what I did was I started to, I said the target is 44.40 is my longer term target. Now at 11:53, I took half the trade off here. I had size on that trade. Let's go and see 1143. 1153. Right about there. Boom. Now the reason why I took size off on that trade is because if we drill down a little bit deeper here, I want to show you this, right? This is what I was kind of expecting to happen, and it started to happen. But what I said was that I am going to be watching. I had 1 to 3.5 on my money. Okay, so I already got a 3.5 to 1 return on my money. I repeat, this is a very advanced trade, and I am considering holding this position as a swing trade top. Now notice what I say right here. I will be closely monitoring every level for reactions. This is what separates me and is giving me a very long career. So I don't just expect and marry a trade and then hope and pray. Hell no. I want to see how the market reacts. And one of the levels that I was watching that was very important to me was this level right here. Okay. And this level right here. So as I pointed out in my post, I will be watching to make adjustments. Remember, in my mind, I still believe plug is going to do what I think it's going to do and close a very red candle. But this is what you must do if you want to be a successful trader, guys. You must be able to adapt and change your mind very, very fast. If you see things that are not right, if it's not working the way that you want it to, you have to be able to cut your trades. Okay? Cut your trades. Never marry a trade. Okay, now people say cut your losers fast. Well, cut your winners fast as well too, if they are not doing exactly what you're expecting them to do. So let's take a look at plug. So plug, when I got to this level right here, I did not want to see any type of spike happening. So this is where I started to scale out and take off my trade. Why? Because I saw this spike here. So I got out of half of my position when it came back down, right? And then when it started to clear that level and it started to press limits lower, right here, somewhere here. When we started to press lower, I felt more confident in the trade because now the trade started to do what I thought it was going to do. Okay? Now, I was still watching this level very, very carefully, and I did not want to see any reaction at that level. Let's see what happens. What do we see there? Exactly what I don't want to see. Do you see that? That's exactly what I don't want to see. Buyers are showing up here. Notice the increase in volume as buyers step in. Now, if buyers would have showed up, right, and the volume would have been stayed low, like you see this low volume in here, right, this low volume in here. If the buyers would have showed up and the volume would have stayed low, and the spider, which is the white line behind it, started to roll over, I would have held that trade. But you can see the SPY was strong all day long, right? So I had to be very, very careful on this trade, right? Okay, and there's the buyers. Okay, and that, when I saw these big volume here, that's where I got out of the rest of my trade, and I took profits, and the rest is history. Okay, it did go down a little bit more again, but looked like I was wrong. But then, did I take profits? Forgive me. No, I didn't. I closed 2/3 of three-quarters of my trade. See, I post that here. I said out another 1/4 here, holding a half a position size now. You can see there's the picture right there. Okay, so I held that position, but I was very concerned about that. Okay, and then I closed the rest of the trade at the low at 40. 44.51. Now, why did I close that trade? What was the adjustment that I made at 44.51? In order for plug to really roll over, I need the spider and the QQQ to roll over. Okay? And you can see they did, but they just didn't roll over enough. They've just been strong powerhouses all day. So the adjustment that I made, and the reason why I closed my trade, it's all posted live here. Okay. Taking it all here, that was at 12.26, right? So I closed the entire trade at 12.26. Okay? All right. Now, why did I make this video? Because I want to show you that it's great to have an idea. It's great to have a belief. It's great to have a bias, right? It's really good. You can see red was my bias unplugged today, right? It's great to have an idea, but you must have the flexibility of mind. You must have the whereabouts to trust what the market is doing. And in the context of it wasn't doing exactly what I thought it was going to do, I closed that trade, and in the context that the spider was also staying too strong and the Q was staying too strong, I closed that trade and took what the market gave me. Okay? I'm going to be writing a book. Bias, belief, and adjustments. The moral of this story is that when you are trading, you have to have an idea, a belief that you think the market's going to do. That's imperative. You have to have confidence in your trade. But when you don't get the feedback that you're expecting, you have to adjust your trade. Okay? Hope you guys enjoyed that. You might say, Steve, well, you look dumb. You should have been buying plug all day. Yeah, buying plug was the right thing to do, right? Definitely. Could have made a lot of money buying here, could have made a lot of money buying here, could have made a lot of money buying here. But that's not the way it works in the real world. In the real world, we all have our reasons, we all have our biases, we all have our beliefs. You don't trade the market, you trade your belief of the market. And the great traders, if you want to be around a long time like me, take my course. Okay, take my course. Believe me, it'll turn you into a great trader. The great traders, they know how to close trades, when and where to close them. They know what to look for and exactly how to manage trades. Teaching you how to get into a trade is one thing. Teaching you what to look for and warning signs to get out of a trade and manage your trade successfully is another. Love you all. Bye for now.